Ready?
Hi, I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos, and this piano just came out of the shop last week. This is a Schiller. I've worked on many Schillers in my 20-year now, officially this summer, 20-year career, and I've always been a big fan of Schillers. There's certain older pianos that I'm always happy to see when I show up at a new tuning customer's home. And Schiller is absolutely one of them. They're just super solid, really well built, and they sound great. They perform really well. So this Schiller has gone through our complete checklist. If you've seen the other videos, you're familiar. If not, I'll explain briefly. I started really refurbishing pianos in earnest about 2000. I started working on pianos in 1995, and in 2000 I really started working on refurbishing a lot of these older pianos from pre-Depression era, World War I era, even sometimes pre-1900, where I go through them just as completely as I could. And over the years, it's been 15 years now since I really started pushing that. Fell in love with that kind of work. My checklist has grown and grown and grown. At first, it was maybe only 20 or 30 points long, up to 100 points long. Now it's 9 pages. And there's nothing that I don't do to these pianos. So it's an accumulation of 20 years of experience redoing these older pianos. So this particular piano, 1927, and it sounds great. It plays very well. I'll show you the inside here in a second, and I'll play it for you. So the gist is that all pianos, even as relatively new as 10 years old, they need lots of work. Mostly what people do to pianos, if they do anything, is they'll tune it. But very few people do actually more than that, unless there's a sticking key. That's kind of a fire that has to be put out. Other than that, none of the other work is done. So first thing we do is we clean it very thoroughly. We take it all apart. We soda blast all of the inside to get everything clean, fresh wood, new felt and leather. Spray it all clean. Of course, everything is aligned, tightened. The hammers, which I'll show you here in a second, are reshaped over time. As little, again, as 5 or 10 years, the hammers, from hitting the string again and again, at first they develop cuts in the hammers, and then over time they start to flatten out, and it's this flat part of the hammer rather than a nice point of the hammer that's hitting the string. So we reshape that. In some cases, we actually replace the hammers. These hammers were in relatively good condition already, so we were able to reshape them, and they sound really good. Alignment, repinning, full regulation, which has everything to do with ensuring that the keys are level. Oh, and these keys, we've recovered all of these white keys. They're beautiful. It's a straight line at the notch. The notches are perfectly square. Everything is perfectly trimmed up to the sides. We do 4 or 5 sets of keys a week, so that's something that we really take pride in. So they're beautiful keys. So right back to regulation, it's ensuring that the distance that the keys are depressed is the correct distance. The distance that the hammer, let's have a look inside. The distance that the hammer here is from the hammer to the string, when that hammer's at rest, that's a very specific distance. And then here, this distance here, well, one, you can see the alignment, that it's properly aligned right dead center on that string. Right there, at 1/8 of an inch from the string, that's supposed to pull away, which on every note it does, and that's consistent throughout the whole piano. And these are the dampers here, the proper lifting of the dampers, and then the pedal, the lift of the pedal there. Anyway, there's a lot of other regulation steps that go into ensuring that the touch is just as it's supposed to. But we'll suffice it to say that everything without exception is done in this piano, and the result is one that I'm very happy with. concert pitch and tune. It's got a very rich, full sound. I don't know if that comes through on this video or not, but it sounds really good. The touch is consistent and accurate. It's just a great piano. So, in sum, this piano is in absolutely perfect condition, and if what you're looking for is a piano that is unique and that has a classic look, isn't just a black box, which is what most pianos that are new that I sell are just kind of black boxes, and a lot of people like that. But if you prefer a look from the 1920s, but want something that works excellently, then this is an absolutely fantastic candidate with decades of good use left in it. So come check it out, 1497 South State Street in Orem, or you can call me at 801-830-0011, and I'll be happy to tell you about this one or some others that we have coming out of the shop or already out of the shop. So come check it out. Thanks for watching.